Alright guys, new video here. This is going to be one of my new features to this channel. This is going to be a talk on managers, and today I'm going to be starting on who I think are good replacements for Arsene Wenger should he leave at the end of the season, or in general when he leaves eventually. And this is going to be my 7 replacements for Arsene Wenger. Okay, let's get started, shall we? At number 7, the person who I'd have is Ronald Koeman from Southampton. I think he's a really good manager. He's done really well with the Southampton team that has got a lot of praise, and he's a really good manager tactically. He's very astute for a team that's not as good as the teams obviously above in the table, but last season I felt he did really good. I mean, I remember when Southampton were in second place early in last season, and they done a terrific job in the end to end up where they were. I think he's a great manager. I know he's in his early 50s, but he's young. He's still got some longevity in him, and he'd do great at Arsenal, in my opinion. So that's Ronald Koeman at number 7. For number 6, I'd have Joachim Löw, who's currently the manager of Germany. I think he'd do really well at Arsenal. Tactically, he's really good. He trashed Brazil 7-1 at the World Cup. I think he'd do really well. Again, tactically really good. Knows how to beat teams. Really good, and I think he'd do really well at Arsenal, and I think he'd bring some good German players with him to Arsenal, honest opinion. So yeah, that's number 6 for Joachim Löw. Number 5, Jorge Sampaoli, I think that's how you say it. For the Copa America last year, I thought to win that with Chile was just absolutely amazing. I mean, he made Sanchez look out of this world. I mean, the way how they just beat Argentina, I mean, they deserved to win that in the end. And Alexis Sanchez was great to see him perform so well, and I think come to Arsenal would be so good. I mean, that'll give Sanchez all the confidence to do better than what he's doing now. Yeah, I'd love to see Sampaoli at Arsenal. Number 4, Unai Emery from Sevilla. The way Sevilla are going right now, they look really good. I mean, the way how they perform in the Europa League, they've won it back to back already. They're a really big club, and I think he's got something to contribute to that as well. The way how he's beating teams, he's beating Real Madrid, he's taken out Barcelona, he's even manhandled Atletico Madrid at some times. He's really good. I think he'd do really well with this current Arsenal team. This current Arsenal team is quite similar in a way to Sevilla. We have some pacey forwards like them, like Walcott. They have Konoplyanka. They've had Negredo up there. We've had Giroud. Similar players in some aspects. So I do think he'd do really well. Where am I? So that's Löw, Sampaoli, Emery and Koeman. So yeah, that's 4 down. So 3 to go. Number 3, I'd have what's his name? It's quite a hard one really, because when you're looking at these managers, yeah, they're so good. Yeah, you got to be careful who you're choosing really. At number 3, I'd have without a shadow of doubt, I'd have Frank Rijkaard. I think he's really good. Rijkaard is that manager who took a young Barcelona team, beat us in the Champions League final, bad memories. I think he's really good because as a manager, he took a team that was able to get past teams that had a Real Madrid team that had Zidane, Ronaldo, and the way how he just won the league with. I know he had Ronaldinho and Messi, but to me, they were not as good as Ronaldo, in my opinion, and Zidane. Messi wasn't as good as Ronaldo or Zidane at that point. Neither was Eto'o. Rijkaard he done quite a good job with Galatasaray. He's well respected by many fans. Great player in his day, and yeah, he do perfect at Arsenal. So that's Frank Rijkaard. Number 2 to manage Arsenal, I'd have Frank de Boer. I think he's done a really good job with Ajax. He's had Bergkamp as his understudy. De Boer has done quite good in the European ties. He's done really good because he's taken quite a young Ajax team and he's got through a lot of young players and incorporated them into his team. And I think he's done really well, because to do well with such a young team is really special. It's like doing well with a team like Leicester, a team that had, really undervalued players and are coming out all flying, all guns blazing for the season, doing really well. For number 1, I'd have Diego Simeone. Now, Simeone is somebody who's going to be really controversial, because he's a manager that obviously is like Mourinho with defensive football. And this is why I wanted to talk about Simeone, because Simeone is that man that Arsenal have lacked for such a long time. Because when we went down 1-1 into the break against Swansea yesterday, we needed someone to give the player a real kick up the bum yesterday, to come out and make a statement and say, right, listen, we've really got to bring the game to Swansea. This is not good enough. Simeone is that kind of manager that would give that. He'd do it better than anyone on this pit in the world right now. That is a sort of manager that if Arsenal brought in, even with this current team, we'd be in a better position than we are now. That man puts so much fear into the opposition, not only just the team, but the opposition. Even when they beat Real Madrid recently in the Madrileno derby, those Real Madrid players knew that Simeone had a game plan, and he knew that with the right tactics he'd come out and win, and that's why they deserve to win, and that's why they deserve to finish above Real Madrid. Because not only they're defensively good, but tactically they're brilliant, and that's down to Diego Simeone. I don't think that they'd be in the position they are now. Also, I'd guarantee that if we brought in some more defensive players, I'd guarantee that Arsenal fans would know and could see that next season we'd get so far in Europe, and that will be really good, because that's what we've been lacking and that's what we've been looking for. We want to go far in Europe, and this is the manager who I think could do really well for us in the near future. He's young. He's only in his mid-40s. He's got bags of experience. He's worked with good teams, players like Godin, Miranda and so on. He's young. The only problem I've got with him is that he looks a bit too loyal to Atletico Madrid, so maybe we may have to unfortunately get another backup option. But Simeone is just world class. I mean, for me, he can easily compete with Mourinho for being the best manager in the world, or even Guardiola. But for me, it's Simeone and Mourinho who are the best managers in the world. Both really good, but for me, it's got to be Simeone. He's the best in the world, because he's got a team that is similar to the past teams of Jose Mourinho, but with less value for money. So I think he really is a good manager. He'd do well at any Premier League top club, and Arsenal especially, who have had bad defensive problems in recent years, and which has led to us slipping up in the title races, of course. And I think with him in there running our team, I think he'd be perfect and lead us to so much silverware. Anyway, guys, that's my video. I'll be coming up with a video on tomorrow, and it's going to be the preview for the Spurs game at Shite Hart Lane. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow, guys, come and join us.